How strong really is cardboard? How much weight can it hold? And most importantly, can a cardboard boat hold 1,000 pounds? And so today I'll be answering those questions through my conquest of spending roughly $300 at Home Depot trying to build one of the largest cardboard boats in existence. But before I could do this all, I had to figure out what the strongest shape to build my boat out of was. So I crafted up 4 small boats out of 1 stock piece of cardboard each and some tape and got to sailing. With the boat shapes I'd be testing being a square boat, rectangle boat, triangle boat, and a pirate shaped boat. And in addition to all those boats, I also made what I called the joke boat as well, which was just a boat made purely out of whatever remaining scraps of cardboard I had left over as well, which was a lot from all the remaining boats I had previously built. And so I went out to the stream and started sailing the first of the 5 boats, with the first boat I being sailing being the quote-unquote pirate's boat. So with that, I started loading the Jolly Roger with 5-pound bags of sand each, with the first boat racking up bags of sand the speed I rack up girls. If only. But in all seriousness, it was going way too well, and around 85 pounds was around the time my friend had just about gone down. It's sinking alright. It's going down. It's going down. Oh my gosh. GoPro! 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 How am I gonna get this out of the water? And now with the GoPro in the water, I knew somehow I was gonna have to get it. And one of my biggest fears being snapping turtles, this didn't quite help the cause. And what didn't help the cause even more is I had actually seen a snapping turtle swimming around the area I was boating in a few minutes prior to floating the first boat. So getting in this still body of water with a potential snapping turtle in it was definitely not gonna be my cup of tea. And I can tell you in advance, it wasn't. Am I gonna actually get in this water? Oh my gosh. Well, here's the boat, guys. Please don't let there be a snapper. Oh my god! What was I thinking? I thought there was a snapper right there. I felt something move on my feet. I was out of there. That's all I have to say. But regardless of the other 4 boats I was building to test the best shape for the final boat design, the triangle boat held 70 pounds before sinking, which was pretty solid, I have to say. The square boat giving off actually a fairly impressive performance, holding 100 pounds of sand, breaking the pirate boat's 85 pounds held. In the rectangle boat, I actually tried to get in it because why not? And spoiler, it didn't quite hold the 140 pound me. Then finally, for how much weight the joke boat had held was a struggling 50 pounds due to all the leaks and whatever excess there was left in that boat. But now with my quiver of arrows shot into the lake, I had pulled the kernel out of the corn of the water being the square-shaped boat and got ready to launch the full-scale boat into existence. This also being around the time I figured out there was actually a math equation to figure out how much weight one's boat can hold, which was length times width divided by 15 equaling how many people can fit in one boat, assuming that each person weighed exactly 150 pounds. Then with that multiplying by the amount of people that can fit in one's boat, simultaneously giving the exact amount of weight one boat can hold. But this equation, like many things, had a few flaws, and that was it was assuming that your boat was made out of a solid materials such as fiberglass and not a heavy-duty wood fiber known as cardboard, which is a lot more flimsy than your standard fiberglass boat, let's so say. So that, I did some quick maths and found out the absolute minimum dimensions I can make my boat out of if I wanted to achieve my goal of having my boat hold 1,000 pounds flat was a 10 by 10 boat, periodically leaving no extra room for any other weight, holding exactly 1,000 pounds of my goal weight, unlike if I had done anything less for the dimensions of the boat would fall a few pounds short of that 1,000 pound goal I had made for my boat self. Alright, so the plan for building today's boat is I've got a ton of cardboard, like roughly $300 worth of cardboard, and the plan is to build a 10 by 10 foot boat, which holds roughly 1,000 pounds exactly, basically meaning that the boat can hold our rough estimate goal of 1,000 pounds. So with that, me and my friend got to work, starting to build this 10 by 10 foot giant piece of cardboard boat, which felt absolutely gigantic and was. And just a few hours later, we had finished it, moving the gigantic towards the almighty liquid mayhem. Oh hey, and also I decided to name the boat the Galex, and when we started moving the Galex towards the river, this was also around the same time material weight started kicking into play a lot. As though cardboard is not a very easily tearable material, it is not a very stiff material as well, as the fiberglass is, being a normal boat building material. Let's so say a lot stiffer than cardboard is. But eventually we got the hunk of brown flexible fibers down to the water, where we were left spending the next 2.5 hours hauling the 50-pound bags of sand down to the water. We used that's the weight mechanic for the raft. And so now with the sun starting to set, with 2 hours wasted, I was left with one of 2 options. A, to risk sailing the boat with limited daylight left and not risk finishing sailing at all. Or option B, hurl the boat into the woods and risk these kids trying to take it and risking the boat's own destruction. And you bet I chose option B. So So with a guaranteed chance of rain against my side, we said our prayers and goodbye and came back the next day with just fear and hopelessness that the boat was somehow gone. Oh my gosh, so it's the next day now. It got too dark yesterday to film it, so we're back here again in this nice sunny day. It rained a whole lot, like 3 or 4 hours last night, so I'm honestly just really scared if it's still there or not. And if it is there, I'm just scared it's gonna be completely soaked and like gone. The feeling I have right now is like that feeling before you run a race and like you're just super nervous and everything, like holy cow. Here we go, the moment of truth. Is the boat still there or not? No one's swimming out today because it just rained and the clouds are still like pretty good. Okay, it's still there. That's a sign of relief. From what I can see, it doesn't look too bad, like you said.
It looks wet, but it's going in the water, so how are we gonna get it?
Oh my gosh. How? And so after moving the soaking wet 10 by 10 foot giant out of the woods and adding a few minor fixes to what remained of the boat structure, we stuck the 10-foot giant into the water just to see if it could still even float.
It is not looking good. I think it would have worked.
Boat's in. I'm gonna get on it.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, I mean, what is? Send it! What? It floats! It floats! Oh my gosh! It floats! Does this count? It held 200 pounds. Do you think it can hold another 800 more?
It's submerged.
And so still dying to know the answer to the question of can a cardboard boat actually hold 1,000 pounds with all the leftover cardboard from the first boat, I yeeted a second boat into existence. Being a 7 by 7 foot boat masterpiece, and this time being a lot more sturdy than the last boat in every single way. And statistically, this boat being a 7 by 7 foot boat meant it could only hold 500 pounds of sand, which is half our goal weight and half as much weight as the 10 by 10 foot boat could hold before, and also 500 pounds was the exact amount of sand I bought due to running out of money at Home Depot a few days prior to building the boats. And so with that, we put her to the test. Alright, so right here, we got 10 50-pound bags of sand, which is equivalent to 500 pounds, and we've got our master monstrous 7 foot long wide width boat. I think it's actually gonna float this time. 3, 2, 1.
Go!
Oh my gosh, it actually floats.
Alright, bag number 1.
50 pounds of sand. Oh my gosh, it actually holds it. Got a little leak in the boat. Oh my. Bag 2 of sand, here we go.
This will be 100 pounds. Oh no.
Happy Gilmore. Okay, that's 100 pounds. 100 pounds good. Oh, not today, sonny boy. We gotta surround the walls. Like literally. Okay, we gotta move fast.
Bag 4, going in.
Go, go. We gotta get the edges. Go. This is like a manhunt in real life. Oh my gosh.
Bag numero 5 for 250 pounds.
It's actually a decent amount of weight if you think about it. Ah! No, spread it.
Sam's saving us.
It's also ruining us.
It's literally
It's actually ripping. We gotta get moving. Okay, the boat is going down.
Oh.
Send it. Oh my gosh.
It's sitting on a rock.
Oh my, there it goes.
There it goes.
Oh my gosh, not even 300 pounds. This is just depressing.
The boat is fully submerged after we put 300 pounds in. It's gone.
This is just depressing at this point. Not even 300 pounds in the 7 foot giant. All you can see are the bubbles and the remains of it, like actually.
Is this how the Titanic felt?
This is actually sort of a little bit depressing. Seeing this $200 cardboard giant just go to complete waste, not even hold 300 pounds of sand. Like 1,000 pounds was actually the goal. To be honest, I thought I would meet that because considering people make cardboard boat races and they just somehow magically hold like 300 pounds like 4 different kids, but whatever. But yeah, apparently this one didn't, so why am I'm just swimming with the turtles at this point. But yeah, moral of the story is that cardboard is freaking weird, man. Oh yeah, and also not to mention, please subscribe and follow all my socials in the description. And yeah, guess I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace!